We have some interesting topics to get to today. And we're going to start off with top 5 protagonists in anime history. I feel like this is a hot topic. I feel like this is going to be a great conversation. And yeah, Sophia, hit the video for me. Nickelodeon. I don't know why that stuck in my head.
Relax, Yusuke. I'll free you up.
So I have to throw out Yusuke. I feel like we got to show the OGs love.
Oh, of course.
The OGs, Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the GOATs of shonen that started the tournament arcs in all shonen anime. We have to give our one first, as you guys know. We do a top 5, and we have to agree on the list. Where we putting Yusuke? Is Yusuke a good honorable mention? Do we have to see more clips?
I think we have to see more clips.
See more
as
clips?
As much as I love the OGs, I think we have some great protagonists now that really top them.
Wow, that's a hot take. That is a hot take. That's a hot take.
Not saying their animes are all that great, but the main character themselves are good. And I'm not going to say which animes those are, but...
Okay, Sophia, hit the clip. We got to see more clips. Got punched.
I never knew you felt so strongly about it, Chi-Chi. But look, Gohan wants to go.
Absolutely not! No way! And that's final!
But are you trying to tell me that Gohan's studies are more important than saving the Earth?
That's right, mister! There's nothing more important than Gohan's studies right now! It's
one of the dumbest videos I've ever seen in my life. Pause the clip right there for me. Literally, the fate of the world is on the line. She talk about studies. Yo, that's actually hilarious. So I have to mention Goku as well. Goku's up there for protagonist. Probably the most iconic protagonist probably of all time.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think he's iconic, but do I think that he's one of the best?
I
don't know.
Do we have more clips? Yes, we do. So continue. We're gonna keep on rolling. She's striking all of my suggestions out the window. But I didn't have you. I'll definitely put Luffy. Luffy is one of my favorite main characters.
Gop. 俺の子を頼んだぜ。
俺たちは今日から。
That was my guy. Pause the clip right there for me. That was my guy. Man, I gotta put Luffy on there. I'm not gonna lie. Goku and Yusuke were like honorable mentions for me. I'm not gonna lie. They weren't really in my top 5. What'd you say?
Yeah, I can't believe you put a spoiler clip for this.
If you haven't seen this yet, bro, like I'm sorry, bro. You gotta get tapped in. Yeah, dang, I did forget to say spoiler alert. I do have to take that.
I thought you were going to do disclosures and everything.
Wow, I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, we'll figure it out. I'll figure that out.
You won't watch it.
I'll figure that out.
You won't watch One Piece.
Yeah, no, you definitely won't watch it. She's new to anime, ladies and gentlemen. She won't watch One Piece.
I will put it out there, and I've said this a couple of times on this show. I am not a One Piece watcher at all.
That's kind of wild.
But I know a lot of the things that happen in One Piece because, of course, it's already out there, but this death that happened in this scene is very iconic.
Hey, man, if you didn't watch it yet, that's tough.
And I know about it, and I want to put this out there, too. I haven't watched it, so I don't really know Luffy as a character. But.
We can't even talk about the protagonist. You didn't even know how good Luffy is.
No, but I said but, all right? Chill. I know the frame of Luffy as like that fighting human spirit that's really, iconic in the anime world. He's had great bounce, like even more than Goku, because when I think of Goku, off the top of my head, I think it's stupid. Straight stupid. Right?
Luffy's pretty much an idiot too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but like at least like when it comes to like, I don't know, he's less of an idiot.
That's fair.
And Goku at points in the anime are like, I just want to fight because I want to get stronger without thinking of the great disaster that would happen to his friends,
That is
family,
actually
and the Earth itself, where he's supposed to be a protector of it. Luffy puts, priorities there, and he sticks to them.
That is facts. That is facts.
So that's why I like him as a main character,
Okay.
even though I haven't watched the anime.
Okay.
And people can argue with me about that. People can criticize me about not watching anime or not watching One Piece. But that's where I put it.
Okay. That's why she's basically defending my take. Those are my clips. I can't remember if I had another one or not. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's talk about top 5 protagonists. So who are we giving number 1 to? You got to throw out some names so we can debate. I have another one, ladies and gentlemen, but he's not. I wouldn't have him over Luffy for me, but he's a great. Character.
Of course, we can go to really mainstream main characters and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think one of my favorites from my favorite anime, of course, is Edward Elric.
That's a solid take. That's a solid pick.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
And now a lot of people do argue that Edward Elric is a very annoying protagonist.
Really?
And I get that. There are some points, especially early on.
That's why Naruto can't be protagonist.
Oh my God.
He can't be in the top 5.
No, absolutely
For
not.
him
Not
being
me.
as a kid, regular Naruto as a kid, nah, he gotta be bottom
Not
tier.
for me. But Edward Elric, I think, is pretty solid on, he's a little annoying in the first few episodes, maybe the first arc or so. But throughout, stop laughing. Throughout the anime, he develops. You can see his character development, and that's what I really want in a main character. I want to grow with them. And I think Edward Elric is one of those people, along with Alphonse Elric, his brother, who's in the anime. But I don't know if we technically want to put him as a main character. So
Top 5. They're number 1. You'd say Luffy's number 1.
I wouldn't say number 1. I think they're up there top
Who
5.
we giving number 1 to? We gotta figure out number 1.
No.
Oh, I'm throwing out Spike as well. Spike is just a. It's kind of hard to put him 1 because there's no real growth because he's like him. He was just so cool though. I would have to put Spike in my top 5 in general, but I don't know who 1 would be.
I'm trying to think of female protagonists too, but we all know in the anime world that's very much.
I mean, you got Ghost in the Shell. She's probably best. Moribito. Moribito. That's the name of the show, I think.
I have no idea.
There it is. There it is. So I would give. Would I give? If we're going just keeping it mainstream. Oh man.
I hate to keep it mainstream though, because there's so many protagonists
There's a lot
that
of
are not
protagonists.
mainstream that are so cool. They're so
God.
cool.
I love Classroom of the Elite, this main character, but I just wouldn't put him as 1 though, because he's just cool. And there's no growth though. I would give it, if I'm being honest, out of all the shonen anime, I really do. Oh, Gon. Gon is definitely. Oh, I did have that clip. My fault. Play the clip. My fault. Play the clip.
I'll say my remarks after then.
I forgot. So I had to throw Gon in there. I think the question will be between
I want to put him at number 1.
Luffy and Gon. I feel like those are the 2.
I love
She's lost Gon. She hasn't seen one.
Gon
Gon is actually more intelligent than Luffy, though. That is kind of the best part.
Right, and
Luffy is kinda
even
bad.
at a young age, at those same points I've made, he has made his priorities and he has stuck through them the entire way, and he's had pretty good character development through the anime.
Yeah, Gon's switch from, oh my God, this happy-go-lucky, really nice guy.
Yeah.
Peace, always trying to help people out, always thinking he can save or change the day. And to just absolutely be crushed by reality and go into this dark mode of revenge and it not being cheesy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hunter, sometimes anime try to give an overall good message that, hey, always be the better guy. And it's like, no, bro, you're not always going to be the better guy. It's not, you're not going to always want to be the better dude.
There's definitely a point at which Gon makes a decision to not be the better person.
And that was a huge switch.
And that was huge. That was a crazy turning point in the entire anime, and it was crazy to watch too. Like,
it was crazy to watch.
I would say I want him at 1.
She wants him at 1. Okay, so my Luffy points would be, oh my gosh. I mean, it's kind of the argument of the arcs again, though. Because Luffy was just, his confidence and swagger was like he's always going to pull through. And he was super confident. And to watch his confidence get broken and shattered to the reality of like he's just not strong enough. And in times that he can try his hardest, do everything he has to do, but even when you try your hardest, you'll fail. And him having to take that and hold that was huge. And then his development from all the teachings from Shanks to like picking his fights, knowing when to fight, when it's not time to fight, and only trying to protect his friends, but wanting to get stronger. But I feel like this kind of goes into the story-wise of how deep Hunter x Hunter is. So I would give Gon the edge too, just because of just seeing somebody go from this guy that's always there for his friends, always a protector. He's obviously intelligent, but then he grows as well with understanding that at times you do have to do what you got to do. Like, it's not about just being happy-go-lucky, peace. And there's only so much you can do with determination before reality is going to smack you in the face. And reality smack going in the face here.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. And
he took it really hard, and then he came back even crazier.
Yeah, way harder. But you can tell it definitely changed him, and that's probably the growth that we all want in our protagonist.
Yeah.
Very charismatic. He never was annoying, even though he started out at a young age. In my opinion, he's not one of the most annoying characters, especially a lot of times. I never saw him as annoying. Yeah, so no one really ever speaks about him being annoying. People talk about Asta being annoying. People talk about Naruto being annoying. People even talk about Luffy being annoying at times. So I would give Gon the edge, and then I'm down to put Luffy at 2.
Okay.
I'll give Luffy at 2. Like I said, you do kind of have to rock with the popular anime.
Yeah.
Huge guy, always protects his friends.
I have 1.
Hit me.
And I don't think you'll agree with me at all.
We have 1 and 2 locked, so let's see.
And this is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'm definitely not going to agree with this.
I know. And that is specifically Joseph Joestar, the second JoJo.
I would never put him at 3.
I loved him as a main character. And he had crazy development in such a short time, and he was funny. He was one of those characters that I definitely rooted for. I don't like any of the other JoJos as much as him. I think he's great.
Huh? What were you saying?
I hate you.
Yeah, no, I was listening. There's no way I cannot put him over that I'm gonna throw out there is Shoya Hinata from Haikyuu Volleyball.
You mean Haikyuu?
Haikyuu, my fault, yeah. My fault, yeah. I would throw him out there as a top 5 protagonist. For his story and growth. His growth of the change from his confidence of basically like, I'm going to do this, to it getting crushed. But then him also picking himself up, but then also understanding that even though he's being selfish and he wants to grow, it's also a team sport and has to be a part of others.
I don't know if he's ever been I don't remember him being crushed, though, to the point where he wanted to, like, leave the sport or anything.
You don't remember when, got in and he didn't?
Who?
His rival. I forgot the tall dude's name.
What do you mean?
King of the court.
They both got into
No, he was the practice dude.
What are you talking about?
When the freshman camp.
Oh, that. Yeah, but I don't think he was crushed. I don't know. I love him as a main character. Haikyuu is one of my top, love that anime.
I would throw bro in there.
And it has very memorable characters in there, but I don't think that him as a main character has seen as much, growth? Tragedy and growth than some other main characters I can think of. I mean, going back to Joseph Joestar.
We're not putting JoJo at 3. There's no way JoJo's 3.
I'm not saying he's at 3. I want him at least at 5.
No, I'll put Spike Cool Guy at 5.
Oh
I'll put Spike.
Look, we've never put a JoJo. We've never talked about JoJo.
Oh, he's about to be talked about.
Yeah.
He's about to be talked about.
I think he's the best, JoJo. I think he's great. He's gone through, loss. He lost almost his entire family. He almost lost his mom. He lost his best friend and the person that he's been working with to, better himself, right? It's gone through so much, and he defeated 3 of, the most powerful beings in the world, and still came out alive.
That's like every shonen main character.
I like his development. I think he's great. You can't scratch out any of mine. I'm gonna be mad.
I can't scratch. I can definitely. I gave you Gon. I agree with you on Gon. How did I scratch?
You
Gon
talked about Gon.
I agree
You
with
brought
Gon.
it up with Gon.
And then you were like, "No,
Yeah,
I really
and
love
then I was
Gon."
like, I do, but I'm also bringing up Joseph Joestar, who I
I'm
really love,
definitely
and I
gonna
think
strong
it's a
disagree
great
with you.
character.
I think the entire show is that we're gonna talk about top 5 overrated. That's definitely in the top 5 overrated animes. I have a fierce dislike for JoJo Bizarro. I don't think it's that good of an anime.
Why?
Have you seen the one on? Isn't the season 1 on Netflix the first one?
Yeah, it's good.
That thing is not good.
I love
That's
it.
the dumbest story.
I thought it was so
the
good.
animation is not that good. Yo, listen.
Well, it's called Bizarre Adventure, and I wanted bizarre. I wanted crazy, and that's what I got. That's what I was. That's what I was going for.
Most generic story ever. Even him with the, we're not gonna talk about it. That's for later in the show. We're gonna keep naming protagonists. If we're gonna keep talking about protagonists, I would definitely put Spike over Bro. I even like Eren.
Eren Yeager.
Yeah, Eren Yeager.
Yeah, I'd put Eren up there too. Talk about growth. Jeez.
Yeah, he would be 3. I ain't gonna lie. I don't.
Oh
even
my
argue.
god.
Talk about him.
I would put him at 2. Personally,
I agree with that statement.
like.
I agree with that.
Eren Yeager, like.
Did you put Eren at 1? Would you put Eren at 1?
I don't know. I really love Gon.
Gon
Made me want to be a better person.
Okay.
Eren.
What were you doing?
Eren
You were a
was
serial
like-
killer? What were you doing? What were you?
Not on the air, bro. No, Eren, I mean, he was voted best protagonist from Crunchyroll this past year. And, like, yeah,
Would you say him as the overall, though, of all time?
of all time,
This is what we're rating. This is what we're doing.
yeah, probably of all time, he's best.
Wow, would I have him over Gon?
I mean, going from, spoilers, if you haven't seen it at all, going from, this very motivated, determined, I'm gonna do this thing, to now I am this thing and I want and I want to be the enemy now is like crazy.
I would say, what's crazy is you actually got a great point. I was gonna argue for Gon because at one point Eren was annoying, but
Right.
the thing is the overall like full growth because he went from you rocked with him, and then he got annoying.
Yeah.
And then he came back from being annoying. But then everything we do in life is you're not the same person all throughout your life. You do go through bad spots. So Eren Yeager might be the most realistic character in anime history.
I think that there's an advantage that Eren has in this context too, because we see him grow over what? I think it's like 7 years too.
Is it 7? I don't think it's that
Yeah.
long.
I
Oh,
think
they
it's
had a
7.
time skip.
Yeah, they had a time
forgot
skip
about the time
too
skip.
and stuff like that. So
Is it that long?
no.
Because they skipped
It's gotta
like
be
we
like 5
basically.
years.
Yeah, we only see like him as a kid for like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
and then
because Shinganshina falling was,
it's not that
and
long.
then a year skip to Scouts, and then
It's not that long.
either way, it's over a few years, and Gon's like still 12.
Yeah, Gon is still 12. Yeah, we gotta see Gon. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, okay, so we gotta have Eren Yeager. I think Eren Yeager definitely is the most.
Eren's number 1.
We're not just Glizzy Goblin Attack on Titan.
What?
It is actually. Yeah, no, he's just that good of a main character.
I can't believe you just said that. What did you just say?
Glizzy Goblin. Some people are Glizzy Gobblers for their anime, and they don't get fair takes.
Define that.
I'm not defining that.
You
on
should
air.
define it if you're saying it on
I'm
air.
not about to define it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Don't be a Glizzy Gobbler, okay? Don't be super fanned out that you can't give regular takes. So we're gonna rock with number 1, Eren. I'm gonna give Gon the number 2 spot. I really like Gon. Like I said, we have to take the impact of growth as well. We can't just go out with cool characters. And then I would move our 3. I still rock with Luffy, growing and growth. I really do like Spike at 5 just because he's so cool and he's so iconic. And he's always there. So I would just, if I'm going to throw a cool character, I think he's probably like the coolest.
We talk about him a lot, but Lelouch is a really good main character too.
Lelouch is a good protagonist.
But I feel like we talked about him so much that
Is there a growth though?
I think there's a growth.
What was his growth?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there is, because his first intention was to take down the Empire and take down his father, right? And for all the thing, like, it was all revenge. And then at the end of it, he literally, spoiler alert, I guess, he literally died at the end to give power to his little sister that deserved it, so that she can be in a safe spot.
But then he always protected his sister, though.
I guess. I don't know.
Everything was always for Natalie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't have him at 4. We can't have Lelouch at 4.
I mean, like,
We need growth for top 5 because I'm just giving Spike the 5th spot just because he's like iconically cool and Cowboy Bebop is like one of the greatest.
that's
animes of all time.
true.
So I'm like, okay, iconic characters. I'm gonna give Spike his nod for being the coolest. But for 1 through 4, we got to at least take in who grew, like who had like this insane growth. And we were like, yo, that's an amazing character. Like that is an amazing main character, and he was charismatic. We gotta, man. Whew. Wow. I did like full.
Some of these, I'm actually looking at a list.
No, I'm not looking at Ichigo. Ichigo was generic.
Yeah. I'm actually looking at a list.
I loved
because I'm
Ichigo,
like,
but he was generic.
what can be even close to,
He didn't really grow.
you know, Gon and Eren and Luffy?
Wow, that 4th spot is tough,
I
man.
know.
Oh wow, who grew?
Asta? No.
Yeah, you're crazy. Yeah, we would have to cut this. We'd have to cut the show.
Absolutely
We'd have to cut the
not.
show. Everything, all our credit would be done. Top 5 protagonists. Oh my gosh, this is tough.
I know, this one's tough.
Who would be 4? I wouldn't give it to Kira. Kira didn't grow at all. He just stayed dark. Is there? You had me on Hockey. I thought Hockey would be.
I feel like I'm going crazy.
I thought Hockey would make it. Dang, I'm kind of hurt. But she had a great point.
Askeladd.
He was a great main character.
He was a freaking fantastic main character.
Oh, they said Norman?
Nah,
Nah, I can't have him up there.
he wasn't even there for like.
Yeah, he's not the coolest. The girl is. Yeah, no, heck no. Was he the main character?
He's one of them.
Yeah, no, we don't count him.
But
Askeladd
he
is a
was
great
in the-
point. Askeladd is.
an awesome point. I love Askeladd.
There's no way that guy was ReZero was. Man, stop it.
Don't be a hater.
ReZero.
Don't be.
He's
a hater.
bad because of the writer
Who?
in ReZero.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
No. While I'm over here looking at her list.
That's
Who
not
would
a
be-
main character.
This is crazy. Yeah, that list is terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have to ask you guys to put it in the comments who would be number 4, because I am like brain.
He's number 1. I think Lelouch should have a spot. I really want to push for Lelouch, even though we've talked about him a lot on the show. I think he's a fantastic main character. When he died, I cried.
We'll give it to Lelouch.
I want to give it to Lelouch.
I have no arguments for Lelouch. It's just he just didn't have growth, so it was like, well,
I don't think that being a good main character requires growth. There's something about sticking to your guns on things.
and he did take his L's.
Oh my gosh, he did. In like the most drastic ways. I think that Lelouch should be.
And he
in
still
top
got
5.
up. And he still got up. He took his L's and he still got up and he still stayed focused, even going
And
against.
he's one of the only main characters, I think, where you see him actually achieve a goal. Like, achieve his long-time goal. You know?
After failing, after having to
Yeah.
recalibrate. Okay,
I
I'm
think
rocking with
that's
it.
amazing.
Drill A's, what's going on? He said, what type of wild setup is this now? We talking anime, my guy. This is the anime talk show. I can't react to Drill all the time, bro. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this a little bit more. I appreciate you tapping in, man. And shout out to you always, bro. You always show me love and throw me the lob, so I appreciate it. I don't know if you're in the anime, let me know or not, Drill A's. Okay, I'm rocking with I have no argument for Lelouch. I think Lelouch is a great character, especially for even being a genius, you can mess up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have to recalibrate because nothing ever goes according to plan. So I would say, if we're going to throw our list out again, we're going to say our number 1 is Eren Yeager, most realistic anime character in my
Peak
opinion
fiction.
ever. Number 2, we're going to rock with Gon. Number 3, we're going to rock with Luffy. Number 4, we're going to give it to Lelouch. And number 5, we're gonna rock with Spike, probably the coolest anime character of all time, protagonist. Everyone
knows him.
Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him.
Yep.
Oh man, my guy Drille said looks fire. Oh yeah, bro, this is a new setup. We're gonna be doing this a little bit more often. I'm gonna try to, and yeah, I'm here with the lovely Leanne. So we're gonna go to that completes our top 5 protagonists. Dang, Drille, I appreciate you stopping by. I really wish you did like anime, but